We have this white fabric. It's gonna be a two-piece set. So, yeah. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm making a two-piece set and I start off with this pencil skirt that I know fits. I make two of those and I was going to make a lining, but I swore that the fabric was thick enough so I didn't need to make so that I didn't need a lining so it's not see-through. I was sadly mistaken. So I was limited on the fabric, so I had to make sure that everything kind of like fit. And I was going to make straps originally, so that's what this is. But I went with a tube top at the end. So these are all the pieces that I cut out. Here's the strap that I was going to put on, the skirt, and then the top. Everything has pins. And I start sewing it. And everything that I sew has a straight stitch first, just because it's a lot easier to make alterations. And I'm not sitting there with a seam remover. You know what I mean? So I'm sewing everything together. And this is the top. That was the strap. This is the skirt. And I always like to do a straight stitch just in case I need to do any alterations. And this is it on with just a straight stitch, nothing added, no serging. And I was going to add a band, a waistband to it, but I forgot. So, but honestly, everything pressed down so nicely that it didn't need a waistband. And it looks a little see-through in the camera, but I swear in person it's not as see-through as I thought it was, but I probably will go back and add a lining. And I was really debating upon adding the straps or not adding the straps. But now that I'm looking at it, I kind of want to add the straps, but there's always time for that because I should make it a little less see-through if I'm going to take it on vacation. And it's very simple, guys. Just start sewing and get to it, and you can really honestly make your own clothes. I've been doing this for a couple years now and it's going pretty well. It's a lot of trial and error, but you know, never assume. And this is it. After that, I take my shark iron and I'm going to press down all of my seams just to make sure they're all sitting well, and it's easier for your sewing machines to just glide on down, and it just looks so much more professional. If you look at your clothes and that you buy in the store, you can just flip them inside out and just see all the loose threads and yada yada. I really honestly have to stop being so hard on myself because Zara is out here selling stuff that is like really insane, unlined. But I'm pressing the seams and just getting everything nice and flat. This is my little mini ironing board. It's so cute. It's one of my favorite. And I do like to use pins, like clips over pins, just because I was really tired of poking myself all the time. But see how nice and flat that is? I'm going to also French press side seams, the side of them, and add a little bit more structure and more once I'm done here. So that's what I'm doing on this side. I press them and then I go through with either my serger or overlocking stitch, and I just make sure everything is done so nothing can bust out, nothing can like, you know, rip when you're dancing. That's happened to me in the past for clothes that I've worn out that I've sewn, but you live and you learn. And this is everything just super pressed, so nice. And the fabric is so thick. I don't understand why it was so see-through in the video, but I swear, guys, everything is not what it seems in person. And this right here is the final result. I still need to hem the bottom a little bit more, but you see how the seams are pressed. It has, everything is just perfect. I made the adjustments to my body and it came out really nice. I really want to make one in a different color, maybe black, but get out there and get the sewing, guys, because it could use a little bit more alterations, but honestly, I feel like it's perfect the way it is. Perfect for a vacation. And here it is again, it's just a little bit more light. You can see where I'm kind of thinking it's see-through. And I did not add the elastic waistband, but honestly, it doesn't really need it, but I could go back. And to everybody who is a new follower, I just wanted to say thank you. I'm going to make more sewing videos because I love this one, and I love you guys to death. Okay, bye.